There it is. Special delivery. This is a hard video for me to make, as I've spent many years building up my Gladiator into the rig it is today. It is an extremely capable Overland Plus vehicle that can hold its own on the Rubicon Trail, yet do all the overlanding with camping comfort. Yet, I am moving on from the Gladiator. Here's the short version of why.
I am not mommy! I'm a monster that kills people! Please!
This video was taken over 2 years ago, and the kids have just grown more from then. To their credit, they were pumped up for the camping trip, but nevertheless, the Jeep just isn't big enough for a family of 5 and a dog. And as the family grows, so does my need for a bigger platform. This video will be about my new Ram Power Wagon and why I'm moving on to a larger platform. In the future, I will do a proper tribute and walkthrough video of the Gladiator as I have it built now, and I haven't sold her yet. In short, this is the next level in my overlanding evolution. That level is to make it a family affair. Everyone, of course, has seen my trusted co-pilot Mama Dog, but I do have a family of 5 that I immensely enjoy being a part of. Now that the kids have gotten older, I feel guilty leaving them behind to go off on these fabulous trips. I think it's important to have guys' trips without the family every once in a while, but I'd at least like to have the option to bring them along. In fact, the family camping trips I've done have had to involve a second vehicle, the red Jeep Wrangler Sport, which of course those of you may remember it in older videos. Without that Jeep, I may never have taken my first overland trip. It was my gateway to overlanding, and I've been hooked since. However, it was the vehicle in the stable that was sold to make room for the new Power Wagon. And here is the new Power Wagon rolling up to my house for the first time. Kid and dog approved, no doubt. Within 5 days of delivery, I was on a 1,400-mile road trip to Salt Lake City and back. I traveled through 2 states, a couple snowstorms, and desolate yet beautiful country. Why, might you ask? Well, glad you asked. Well, I had bought this rig for a lot of reasons, but the main one was for a particular camper shell that allowed for a complete overlanding solution for the entire family. There it is in the flesh.
That looks good with that gray.
It does, yeah. That's right. Some of you may know this setup, and for those that don't, it's the AT Habitat from Adventure Trailers. There was a great deal on a used one in Salt Lake City, so I just had to make it happen. After a ton of research, I felt that this was the best platform for my overlanding and day-to-day needs. It's so roomy that you can fit 3 kids and the wife in the tent up top while I sleep in the bed below. What I absolutely love about it is you're able to stand up in the tent. Makes changing and working the bed of the truck a breeze. Speaking of that bed, on my way back from Salt Lake City, I stopped in Tahoe and stuffed this entire couch back there. Oh, and I also took advantage of the snowfall by snowboarding up in Diamond Peak. Best kept secret for families, and the views are simply amazing. A month after my trip, I was continuing phase 1 of my build out. In addition to getting the Habitat, I had to get rid of those ridiculous stock 33s. I mean, come on, Ram, really? So I went with a smaller 37, or what most people in the industry call BF Goodrich KO2s. They're a proven all-terrain tire that are slightly lighter but extremely hardy. More importantly, with the Power Wagon, they don't require a lift or any cutting. They look great with those Method 315s as well. Now, since I daily this beast, adding more height was creating issues for the wife and kids. So I needed steps, and so I got the N-Fab rails with removable steps. Unfortunately, they're not true rock sliders, but sliders don't usually come with steps. My other alternative was going with those slick AMP steps. However, these rails are half the price and are likely to take a hit far better on the trail. I can say after a couple family camping trips, my new Power Wagon and setup has been a success. I would love to read your comments on your ideal setup and maybe how you would have done it differently than my build. Speaking of builds, I'm not done with this one, so definitely subscribe to see what I do next. Plus, I have a backlog of videos, so you'll hopefully see more regular posts. So until then, get in and explore that backcountry.